At Room to Room, there's no need to wait. Black Friday deals are going on now.
Dual power sofa only $8.99, plus Lazy Boy recliner starting at only $3.99.
Room to Room Tupelo, where we know there's no place like your home.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. As always, thank you for tuning in to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning out here on your Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Maggye tracking out a few showers out there this morning. Now, the majority of those showers have actually passed through overnight. Take a look at this. I have this looping ever since 2 a.m. this morning. You can see showers stretching from Holly Springs, Corinth, Boonville, and then continuing to push off into places like Hamilton, Alabama. A few of those showers, you can see kind of those reds and oranges. We're on the heavier side of things, so you could have been woken up to a rumble of thunder or two out there early for this Wednesday morning. Let's talk about where those showers are right now as I stop this loop. This is what's currently ongoing. You can see as most of us are going to be getting out and about, not looking at really much ongoing rainfall. Got to kind of shift it over into Alabama to see some just trying to hang on in our area. Right now, just sitting mainly outside of our area, but places east of Hamilton along 278 up to 129. Again, this is over in Alabama near Thornhill, and then Haleyville. This is stretching again out of our viewing area, but that's where the showers currently are at the moment. And we're not really dealing with anything here in North Mississippi. However, yes, you could be dealing and probably are going to be dealing, at least some of us, with some ongoing wet roadways. Take a look at rainfall totals over your past 6 hours. So these showers dropped some rainfall all the way from DeSoto County across the Arkansas state line into Mississippi, DeSoto County stretching into places like Marshall County, and then all the way into Tishomingo County. So if you're waking up in those counties that touch the Tennessee state line, including Prentiss County, you're going to be dealing with some wet roadways out there this morning. Radar estimates how much rain could you have seen if you got under one of the heaviest pockets. Yeah, I could have seen close to a half of an inch. Again, maybe a half to just less than an inch if you got under one of those heavier pockets. So this is very localized, not saying this entire county got a half of an inch. But again, if you got under one of those heavier pockets within those counties, could have seen up to that. Let's talk about what you need to know this morning, aside from the rainfall that did fall last night. A few showers are still hanging on this morning. Again, very fringes of our viewing area, dealing with that right now. Most of us waking up to overall dry conditions, but maybe some wet roadways like we just talked about. Few more warm days ahead. Hey, if you liked yesterday, depending on where you were, if you were further in northwest Mississippi, we saw a lot of cloud cover yesterday. Didn't make it feel as cold as the temperature actually was, or I guess feel as warm because of all that cloud cover. But another warm day ahead. Will be a few degrees above where we were yesterday for today. So another warm day out there. And then widespread rain, yeah, it does come back for our Friday. Friday's still the main day we're going to be watching. So nothing has changed from Tuesday to Wednesday morning in terms of that we're watching Friday. I want to show you some roadways out there this morning. This is over in Fulton. Nothing to obstruct you on your roadways this morning. This is 22 and 25 over in Fulton. Temperatures in the 60s out there, so definitely not chilly by any means as you're headed out on the roadways this morning. Let's take another view over in Blue Springs. Look at all those MDOT traffic cameras. Good to go there along 22 as well in all directions. So again, nothing to obstruct your drive out there this morning. Conditions are pretty warm as well, so don't need the coat as you're headed out the door. Take a look at temperatures. All of us in the 60s for the most part. 63 in Grenada, 63 in Clarksdale, even trying to hit 70, not even getting to the 60s in Greenwood. So pretty warm out there. 65 in Tupelo, 68 in Starkville, 68 down in Louisville. So all of us, yes, in the 60s for the most part out there this morning. Definitely a warm morning and well warmer than than we were yesterday, anywhere between a couple degrees, like over in Tunica, up to almost 18 degrees. And I think this was 18 at one point in places like Aliceville and Vernon, Alabama. So definitely sitting well warmer than we were yesterday. So don't need the coat out there. You're not going to need it by your afternoon either. Here's what you can expect over your first 12 hours. Temperature is going to be in the 70s by 10. We're back in the upper 70s near 80 for your day ahead with a lot of clouds sticking in the forecast. Rain chances kind of drop off right now all the way into your early afternoon before we pick them back up as we head 3-4 o'clock and then into those evening hours. Again, trucking a few spot showers out there, nothing to cancel plans for, at least at this time. And here's what's causing those rain chances. Here's the catalyst to those chances that came overnight as well. A front passing along our area, kind of sitting right on that Mississippi and Tennessee state line. That's what caused those showers again overnight. As that continues to move in, it's kind of going to stall right in the middle of our area. As it does, it could again cause a few showers out there for your afternoon and early evening times. Just continuing throughout your day ahead. This is going to continue to stall out. And then on Thursday, we're going to be keeping our eye on our next system coming in. Now, this stalled front kind of going to sit to our north, causing some showers and storms throughout the day, mainly right to our north. So I'm thinking north of Little Rock all the way into places like Tennessee. If you are closer to that Tennessee state line, you have better chances for Thursday, but Friday still the main day we're watching with showers and storms likely even ahead of that system. But that cold front's not going to swing through until we head into the back half of the day. So I'm thinking later afternoon, early evening, we start to really see this front start to make its way through North Mississippi, causing more widespread rainfall and potentially impacting your Friday night football games. So definitely something we're going to be keeping an eye on. Coming up next, we'll take it more slow out there, more hour by hour, all the way through your rain chance ahead. And we'll talk about when cooler air is going to be coming back in the picture. A full look at your 7-day forecast. Of course, all those details coming up right after this.
Still got 0% financing on every one of these at some term. We've got a huge cash rebate if you want to pay cash, and they're here now. They're not going to be here for long. Come to Murphy Brothers today and check out the new LS tractors.
It's Friday night y estamos activos. Head out early. Drinks flowing to 11.
No sé qué pasó. I didn't even drink that much.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lopon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lopon has proven himself trustworthy.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather this morning. The time now is 6:37. I want to show you a live look at updated Mississippi Live radar before we get on with the forecast, because it's really the same story as we were just looking at. I'm not tracking any rain in North Mississippi this morning. There was some earlier, but nothing ongoing right now to inhibit your drive to work. However, if you're closer to the Alabama state line from Pine Springs, Detroit, up into Hamilton, and then those sitting off to the east of that, closer to Haleyville and Double Springs. Again, this is over in Alabama along 278 between Hamilton and Double Springs. Yes, you're going to be dealing with a few of those showers that pass through our area overnight. But again, this is really stretching outside of our main viewing area, but just want to make you aware that that is where the shower activity has moved off this morning, and it is really weakened out there. When it moved through here across the Tennessee state line into places like DeSoto, Marshall County, tip of Benton County, it also had a few rumbles of thunder with it. So you could have been woken up to that overnight. Nothing severe by any means. Let's take a look outside of what's ongoing right now. Pretty beautiful conditions. Look at this over in Pontotoc. We call this cotton candy skies, at least in my book, with the pinks and the blues. Temperatures in the 60s this morning, so not cold by any means. Definitely do not need the coat out the door this morning, but beautiful blue skies ongoing. Lots of cloud cover in the forecast. This is a look over in West Point. You can see all those clouds setting up. Temperatures in the middle 60s there as well. So main story out the door is that how cloudy it is and just how much warmer it is with temperatures in the 60s. So definitely going to be a warmer afternoon as well. Let's talk about your airport delays out there. I'm still tracking the same ones that I have really over the past week. We're not looking at any moderate or major delays on most of our airports from Oklahoma, Dallas, Fort Worth, Memphis, Atlanta, and so forth. The only one we're really watching is Houston, still with a lot of major to moderate delays out there down in Houston. So if you're planning on traveling to that airport, keep an eye on your flight status. Sticking here in North Mississippi, about a 10% chance for those drop-off times if you're headed off to Alabama for those kiddos. Places that touch that Mississippi border with Alabama, yes, maybe some light showers still ongoing. Most of us, though, do not need the rain gear out there this morning. Temperatures in the low 60s out there for drop-off times, even into the middle 60s. So kiddos don't need the coat. They really don't need it by the time you're picking them up. Temperatures in the 80s yet again today. A lot of us in the low 80s, depending on where you are. Now, the further south you go, as usual, the warmer that you do get. We'll see conditions right here across the Tennessee state line sitting in the 70s, upper 70s from Senatobia all the way to Boonville. But the further south you go, the more those 80s do pop up. 81 in Bruce, 81 in Houston, 81 in Starkville, 80 over in Louisville, 81 in Vernon, Alabama as well. So definitely another warm afternoon out there and above average for this time of year. Let's talk about your rain chances ahead, because that's the main story after the warm afternoons, right? About a 20% chance of rain today. We knock it to a 30 on Thursday, but you can tell the main day that we're watching is going to be Friday, just in time for all those Friday plans, just in time for Friday night football games. Rain is on the way and going to be widespread out there for Friday. Weekend looking better, and then our next best chance of rain does come into play early next work week, but we're going to hone in on Friday for this newscast. So watch as I play this out. We're going to go all the way through your weekend ahead, so buckle in with me. We're going to take it all the way through Saturday. As we head throughout your day today, mainly good through noon. If you got any plans, just a lot of clouds out there. Now that stalled front that's going to be in our area, probably going to cause a few light showers as we head into your afternoon hours. So 3, 4 o'clock, starting to see these kind of bubble up all the way through your early evening. So those dinner time hours in the same area. I'm thinking really Tunica County, Tate, Panola County, Lafayette County, stretching through Lee County and areas north of that, likely to see maybe a spot shower or two going into the afternoon and evening hours. Still nothing to really slow you down, and that's about a 20% chance at best out there for your evening ahead. Going 10 o'clock and on, those should start to dry out. Let's shift into your Thursday. Thursday, a lot of the activity that happens is going to be very close to our area, but not necessarily in North Mississippi. So let me show you what I'm talking about with that. We could see a few showers as we're waking up, but it's noon and on, we're going to be watching a few heavier pockets happen. And you can see here, most of that activity is going to stay in Tennessee. But watch as I head throughout the afternoon. A few of that does bleed over into North Mississippi. So yet again, folks that are in Marshall, Benton, Tippah County, Alcorn County, Tishomingo County out there on your Thursday afternoon and evening, likely to see a few of those heavier pockets move through than the rest of us. So that's kind of the eyes and area that we're going to be keeping on your Thursday. But overall, I'm not looking at anything severe, but yeah, some heavier pockets are possible out there for your Thursday afternoon and evening, closer to the Tennessee state line. Now let's go into your Friday, because Friday's the main day we're going to be watching. A few showers out there possible in the early morning hours, but more activity arrives in your afternoon and evening, all due to this right here. The low pressure system is going to be swinging a cold front, really coming into play throughout your Friday, making its push here by the afternoon. Ahead of it, yes, we could see a few showers and storms, but really watching it as it comes in, crossing the Mississippi River around 6 and 7 o'clock, and then continuing to bring rainfall in here as we head 10 o'clock and on. So yes, this could impact your Friday night football plans if you do get under one of these heavy downpours, especially by the end of the game. The good news is this is going to be making its way out of the area as we head into your Saturday morning. So Saturday, yes, a few showers out there for the early morning plans or any early risers, but for the majority of the day, actually looking drier and cooler by the back half of your weekend. How much rain are we looking to see through that comes in through that front that pushes through? Not a lot. We did think it was going to be up to 2 inches. Now we're looking, our best bet being around a 1/2 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch at best across the board. And again, the further north that you go, because that activity kind of settles in North Mississippi, the further to that Tennessee state line, the better your chances of seeing maybe that 3/4 of an inch than that 1/2 an inch that most of us will get. So not a crazy amount of rain out there. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 80s out there over your next few days. Rain chances really uptick for Friday. Middle 70s are back by Friday. Going into your weekend, we do see cooler air settle back in. I say cooler, and I'm talking about 70s instead of 80s, right? But we're thankful for what we can get. More rain chances are ahead as we head into the beginning of your Thanksgiving week. I know everybody has a lot of questions for Thanksgiving. Maybe you have questions about the Egg Bowl as well. Lots of activities are going to be going on across the area. So I just encourage you to keep checking up with our 7-day forecast as we get closer to time. But just a little preview for you. We are going to be seeing rain at the beginning of your Thanksgiving week. Also could be seeing some very cooler temperatures where we turn to around or below average for this time of year as we head into the end of our next week. So after Thanksgiving into that weekend that follows Thanksgiving. So we're going to be keeping our eye on it. You keep your eye on it as well. Just a little preview for you for your Thanksgiving forecast. Also, we do have, before I let you go, a way you can give back this holiday season. So here's our Chief Meteorologist, Matt Lawpon, with the details.
Still mid-November, and some people would argue with whether or not we should even have the Christmas tree up. But the folks at Tupelo Smiles have gone a couple steps further, and maybe it's something that should inspire the rest of us. I got the opportunity today to do some shopping to pick up a bunch of gifts for 3 angels from the Tupelo Angel Tree. We got all sorts of clothes. We picked up blankets and toys and more toys. This is some of the folks here at Tupelo Smiles do every single year. And yes, it is November, but the idea is to start the season off in an amazing way and try to make the world around us just a little bit better. If you're looking to support one, the mall at Barnes Crossing has the tree there, and they range in a variety of ages. I mentioned we had the 3, 4, and 7-year-old, but they go down as young as 18 months and into the teenage years. You know, some as simple as diapers and coats, and maybe some more elaborate gifts for others. But in either case, it was an amazing opportunity to be able to go and support these kids and do it alongside of the folks here at Tupelo Smiles that have been doing this for years to just, again, bring a different type of smile to someone's face. But reporting here in Tupelo, I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon from Mississippi Live Weather.
What a great way to give back this holiday season, especially from us who are blessed to live in abundance, again, to give back and make a Christmas this year. We all know where the mall at Barnes Crossing is, right? So go and adopt if you can and if you're able from that angel tree this year. And again, the earlier, the better, so they can make sure everybody is taken care of. Make sure to tune in this morning. We'll be live 2 more times at 7 and 7:30. So we'll see you then.
We come from a long line of farmers, and there's a sense of pride, but there's also a significant amount of pressure.
Farmers have to take care of their physical and their mental health, because what's a farm without a farmer?
Watching the sun come up, that's my time. I can have a cup of coffee, and every day is a new opportunity.
That's cool. Yeah.
Don't forget to check in on yourself. Love, your mind.